Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Fandom Fights, Summer Series, Singles Tournament. We are back with round number 3 of the tournament. The first match of round number 3 we have tonight. The first match for you guys, and we've got a good one. We've got the number 5 seed, Tyler Beutler, going up against the number 13 seed, Robert Castner. These guys are both very, very good at the game, and they both love one thing. They both love sudden death. These guys are the sudden death kings. They love it. If this match goes to sudden death, I will vomit and have a panic attack. So I'm very excited about the match in all sincerity, though. The road to get here, Tyler just in his last match had an excellent match, knocked out Nico Suave Regoli to get his first knockout in Fandom, and Robert going up against the former champ Dominic Rizzi and beating him in sudden death. So both matches were excellent from both of them. It's going to be interesting to see how this one goes, but we're going to move over to the promos, hear what they have to say right now.
Well, Robert, I'm still here in recovery.
Indeed.
From all the sudden deaths you've done. Still not recovered yet.
I have not caused you sudden death yet, but it is close.
Yeah, you're getting there, but we're here again. Fun DMC's back. Robert, taking on another opponent. We all know what you could do. We've seen it. You've done well. You've beaten some big name players. How are you feeling about today?
Well, quarterfinals, getting ready to go to the semis. Nothing would say kind of your entry into a league like ended up being in the top 5 technically, because that would mean you're one of those 4, and then there's the champions. I think that's a fair assessment, even though I know there are probably people better than me. But that's not the point. The point is that we're here. I'm here to upset apple carts. I did it already in the last round against Rizzi. Here to do it again against Tyler. I've always wanted to play Tyler. I like the people who are nice, who know a lot of stuff, because I feel like we can play off each other very well. I like to talk a little bit, but not very much. I don't have much to say about Tyler. I mean, he's a cool dude. I always wanted to play him. Yeah,
Tyler's fine. He's a good guy. So this is going to be fun, but you know what you need to do. We know what we're here for. Let's get the win. Let's roll.
Let's pave our ways to the semis, baby. Let's go.
Hey, Tyler, there's somebody in this league that wants to take your crown at sudden deaths. No. That's where we play. We don't like regulation. We like when one question decides the match. All right? And you played a buffoon last time that should have beat you. But he doesn't know how math works. So listen, Robert, I have nothing bad to say about you. I never know what to say about Anthony. Apparently there's another faction out there that hates you more than we hate you. So that's interesting. News to me. But we will not smash anything you're heading to a drywall. So let's have fun. Let's play.
All right. Interesting promos. Everybody kind of being nice. They like each other. Cool. Who is the king of sudden death? I swear to God, I mean this in all sincerity. If this match goes to sudden death, I will buy everybody on call here a $10 Wendy's gift card. I do not care. If this goes to sudden death, it'll happen. But don't make it happen because you want the Wendy's. Don't do that. Play the match. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Round number 1. Here's how it's going to work. 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point a piece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question. Oh no, what could it be? I guess we'll find out. Any questions from the competitors as we get into round number 1?
So you're saying we can't pull Lucas and Jake?
No.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Round number 1. Question number 1. First question is in the category of Disney animation. And your question is, which Disney animated film has the characters Matthias, Iduna, Gale, Yelena, and King Runard? I've seen a lot of Disney animation, and by a lot I mean all of it. There's some good, and there's some ass. It is what it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Tyler. We will start with you.
Guessed Robin Hood.
And Robert.
I guess Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
Both incorrect. It is Frozen 2.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right. Your next question is in the category of James Bond. VJ, Bond's friend and chauffeur in Octopussy, uses what piece of sporting equipment to fight off goons chasing him and Bond from the casino? I felt very uncomfortable reading that question. I'm not going to lie. This movie makes me uncomfortable. Bond makes me uncomfortable. And I wish it would leave, but it's got a fandom. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Robert, we'll start with you.
Took a guess and said golf club.
And Tyler.
Didn't have anything.
It is not a golf club. It is a tennis racket.
All right. Cool. Going well so far.
All right. The next question is in Mission Impossible. What is the first Mission Impossible film in which Benji is officially a field agent? Now, these movies slap at debase, man. Big fan of these movies. There's only one that I'm like meh about, and it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not ass. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, it's not ass, but it's it's whatever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Tyler
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
and Robert.
I also said Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
And you both are on the board. That is correct. All right. Your next question is in Middle Earth. Who attempts to put out the fire on Weathertop before the Nazgul see it in the Fellowship of the Ring? Big fan of these movies. I've seen this trilogy this year alone 3 times. Probably going to start my 4th very soon because I love them. 5, 4. I see Anthony typing. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
He doesn't like them at all. I said Frodo.
And Tyler.
Is that Frodo?
Frodo is correct. All right. Your next question is in Star Wars. In Attack of the Clones, name all 3 characters tied up for execution in the arena on Geonosis. I speak the word Geonosis, and a certain Newberry is smiling somewhere because it's his favorite. I don't know when that started, but it's probably my favorite thing ever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I already forget where we are. Let's start with Tyler.
Said Padme, Anakin, and Obi-Wan.
And Robert.
Tried to write it all out to be formal, but Obi-Wan, Padme, Anakin.
Yes, we can accept both of those, the formalness as well. So both correct. It's 3-3 as we get into the next question, which is in DC, regular DC. Who plays Connor Rooney, the son of Paul Newman's character in Road to Perdition? This movie also slaps debase, man. I watched it either yesterday or the day before. I don't remember, but I have a good time with it. Real good. Lot of good stuff in here. 5.
It's cool because it stars Superman.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Robert.
Daniel Craig.
And Tyler.
Daniel Craig.
Both are correct. It's also fucking hysterical. All right. The next question is in the category of the Wizarding World. How many people drink Polyjuice Potion in order to impersonate Harry during the escape at the beginning of the Deathly Hallows Part 1? I'm being contacted by the Macaw. Sent me a text. She knows I'm busy. How irresponsible. How irresponsible.
Did she just leave you?
Yeah, literally like right before we started. 5, 4. Just the home, not like our marriage. 2,
No, sorry. Yes.
1. Pens down. Tyler, we'll start with you.
Guessed 8.
And Robert.
6.
6 is correct. So Robert takes the first lead as it's 5-4 in favor of Robert as we get into the next one, which is in DreamWorks Animation. Right before meeting Rumpelstiltskin, what are Shrek and company celebrating when Shrek lashes out and storms away in Shrek Forever After? And we will take a somewhat general answer.
Okay.
I
think I know why you're saying it that way.
Yeah, this is the Nick general answer. If there's a general answer, I have to go like this. Patented by Mr. Twohig. 5.
Kind of like a synchronized swimming routine.
2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Robert.
His son's birthday.
And Tyler.
I said kid's birthday party.
I don't think I can accept Robert.
Yeah.
Because there are 3 kids and one of them is a daughter.
Okay.
So the answers we would have accepted are a birthday party, specifically his children's birthday party. So I don't think I can give it to Robert. So Tyler will tie it up 5-5 as we get into the next one, which is in MCU. Who is the last person to arrive on Titan for the battle in Avengers Infinity War? Also known as my favorite MCU film. Used to be Guardians. Now it's this one. But yeah, it took me a while to really say it in my heart of hearts that I liked this one the most. 5.
PBS ran Endgame, Infinity War, and then Endgame at like 3 in the morning.
That's going to be Tyler's first repeat. Who is the last person to arrive on Titan for the battle in Avengers Infinity War? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's like 23 really great movies. Some of them are kind of meh, but overall, got some good movies here. And got another one coming out very soon. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Tyler.
Got nothing.
Robert.
Nebula.
Nebula is correct. Robert taking that 1-point lead again as we get into the final question, which is in YA Dystopia. Who plays Triss's father in Divergent? I saw this movie in the theater, and I said to myself, oh, not bad. It was all right. And then the second one came out. And then the third one. And now I write trivia questions about it. 5, 4.
Repeat.
3. It's going to be Robert's first repeat. Who plays Triss's father in Divergent? I was once asked, would I be a Divergent? The answer is confidently no. I'd probably be a factionless, if we're being honest. I don't think I could survive in any. I can't be a farmer, and I'm not smart. I can't be like the dauntless person. 5, 4, 3. I can maybe be the truth people. Tyler.
Tony Goldwyn.
And Robert.
I had the Tony part, not the gold one.
Tony Goldwyn is correct. So Tyler tying it up there on the last one. It is 6-6 at the end of round number 1. But anything can happen as we get into the wheel round. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. Or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. You will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check the multiple choice, then it will be worth 1. And I don't know if you guys know this, but there's this thing that happens in round 2. It's called stealing. Basically, if somebody gets it wrong, the opponent has the opportunity to steal. So keep your ears open. All right, so we will bring in Tyler's manager as he is the higher seeded player, and we are tied. And the wheel, the categories on the wheel today are MCU, Pixar, Wizarding World, Planet of the Apes, Horror Icons, DreamWorks Animation, Fandom Oscars, and Fandom Quotes. So, Tyler, would you like to spin first or defer to Robert?
How are you feeling? You want to go first?
Sure.
No, be honest. Like, I never can read you. You want to go first or second?
First is good. Yeah, we'll go.
Okay, we're going to go first.
All right. This is going to be the spin for Mr. Beutler. Lands on Planet of the Apes. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think
We'll keep it. Yeah.
This is a good idea, Tyler. Good job.
All right. Tyler, are you prepared for your questions in the ape movies?
Shall see. Yep.
All right, your first question. What is the last name of the human character who saves Caesar from being executed in Conquest of the Planet of the Apes?
Once I hear it. Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Stewart, B, McDonald, C, Landon, D, Boyd.
McDonald.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question. James Whitmore plays the president of the assembly in which Apes film?
Planet of the Apes. 16.
That is correct for 2 points. I was just waiting for. I was like, "Oh, come on!" All right. Your next question, your third question. What is the first location Caesar and the other apes go to after escaping from the facility to gather more apes in Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Big question. They go to the zoo.
That is incorrect. Robert, chance for a 2-point steal.
They go to Genesis.
That is correct.
Wow.
2 points. All right, Tyler, your next question. In War for the Planet of the Apes, the Colonel and his men capture the migrating apes without Caesar. Why does the Colonel take them prisoner instead of killing them?
To prepare for the attack from the army. I don't know if there's like a short.
Yeah, I think I can accept that for 2 points.
Can I bring my manager in just to discuss?
What do you think?
I mean, technically they're there to labor to build a wall, but I mean, he's technically right too, so I don't know if we should use the challenge on this. It was mostly because of how Tim kind of reacted to it.
Right. To talk to you about I mean, was it more to build the wall, or was it more for?
It's to build a wall for the sake of protecting, for getting ready for it. So, what do you think? You think it's worth it, or keep it?
I mean, I haven't seen this in a while. If you feel like that the wall is the bigger part, we can try. I mean, it's a challenge. We could give it a shot. Like, this is probably the time to do it, is in round 2.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I want to challenge that. Technically, it's to build the wall. For labor purposes, it's a little nebulous, his answer. So that's
okay. We will be right back after that challenge. All right, we're back from the challenge. Talked with outside judge, aka Nick Twohig, and we were looking at the specific line from the movie and all that jazz, and we did not ask for a specific thing like the wall specifically, so we are going to be giving Tyler the points. His score goes up to 11. Robert, with that steal earlier, is at 8 as we get into Tyler's final question in Planet of the Apes. So, Tyler, your question. Who kills Caesar's son in battle for the Planet of the Apes?
Man, it's been so long since I've seen it. What's his name? Again, once I hear his name, multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Ursus, B, Mandamus, C, Virgil, D, Aldo.
Aldo.
That is correct for 1 point. So Tyler getting up to 12. Robert with the steal at 8 as we bring in Anthony and the wheel for Robert's spin.
Solid steal, Robert. Good job.
First spin is in, and it lands on opponent's choice.
Perfect.
So we will bring back in Cody. Do you guys need the categories again?
Yes, please.
All right. Your options are MCU, Pixar, Wizarding World, Horror Icons, DreamWorks Animation, Fandom Oscars, Fandom Quotes.
Oscars.
Oscars? Okay.
Do you think? Or do you have something else?
Yeah. Oscars work.
Yeah, if he sweeps it, he sweeps it. Well, we'll do Oscars.
Okay.
All right. So, Robert, you are going to be getting your questions in the category of Fandom Oscars. Are you ready?
Indeed. Let's go.
All right. Your first question. What Disney animated film features the Oscar-nominated song Baby Mine?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Robin Hood, B, Bambi, C, Dumbo, D, Pinocchio.
Bambi.
That is incorrect. Tyler, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options are A, Robin Hood, B, Bambi, C, Dumbo, D, Pinocchio.
Dumbo.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Robert, your next question. In total, the Hobbit trilogy was nominated for how many Oscars?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, 5, B, 7, C, 8, D, 9.
Five.
That is incorrect. Tyler, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, 5, B, 7, C, 8, D, 9.
Is it 7?
It is 7. That is correct for a 1-point steal. All right, Robert, your third question. Tron Legacy received an Oscar nomination in what category?
Best visual effects.
That is incorrect. Tyler, chance for a 2-point steal.
Go with best sound editing.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Robert, your fourth question. After A New Hope, which Star Wars film has been nominated for the most Oscars?
Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
That is correct for 2 points. And Robert, your final question. What is the name of the Oscar-nominated song from The Spy Who Loved Me?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, All Time High, B, Another Day to Love, C, Nobody Does It Better, D, Love Me and Leave Me.
C, Nobody Does It Better.
Yep. That is correct for 1 point. All right, so at the end of round number 2, Robert gets his total up to 11, but with those steals, I have Tyler at 16. So it is a 5-point game going into the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to say a category. Then the players are going to have to decide whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2. If they get the question right, they gain those points. They get the question wrong, they lose those points. We will play until someone's mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. Any questions from the players?
No.
All right, the first category that you guys can bet points on is going to be Fandom Quotes.
Go ahead.
You talk, I talk.
You go.
Oh, okay. So we need to bet on at least 3 questions at some point. This is not one that I'm desperately in love with, just because it can bounce anywhere. So I say we just play it safe in this time.
Okay.
I'd say, I mean, quotes is what you want. I'd say either you have to go either Juju or Mean Joe.
I think I should do Juju.
Okay, I'm good with that.
All right. Let's get bets starting with Tyler.
0.
And Robert.
1.
All right, here's the question. Which horror icon's film features the quote, "I'll be back on my feet in no time, as soon as I have some"? This is a category that I don't like. Fandom quotes. It makes me sad on the inside. There's also a fly flying around, and I want to murder it. 5, 4,
Repeat.
3. All right, that's going to be Robert's second repeat. Which horror icon's film features the quote, "I'll be back on my feet in no time, as soon as I have some"? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Tyler, who bet 0.
So Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master.
And Robert.
Said Freddy versus Jason.
Both incorrect. We were looking for Jason X.
Yes.
All right. So the next category that you guys can bet points on is going to be Middle Earth.
That just helped us because we only have to bet on 2 of them now at some point to close it. When's the last time you watched this stuff?
It's been a little while.
Okay. I'll trust on your comfortability, but if you're not feeling like you can hit the points, then don't bet on this one. Because he'll have to hit 3 to catch up with us, and then we'll be at the final, and then we can get to a sudden death and get a Wendy's gift card. So you don't have to bet right now.
True.
Gentleman's agreement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rob, I'm thinking. I mean, at this point, I don't know how you feel Middle Earth, but you might Weapon X probably.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, go with that.
All right.
All right. Let's get bets starting with Robert
Dose.
and Tyler.
0.
All right. Here's the question. At the end of the 2 towers, what did Frodo do that makes Smeagol feel Frodo betrayed him? I said it once. I'll say it again, even though I know it's going to make Anthony angry. I love these movies. They make me happy. You can boo me all you want. It's how I feel on the inside. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tyler again, who bet 0.
So let him into a trap.
And Robert.
Said let him into an ambush.
Yeah, I think we can accept that. So Robert goes up 2 points. It is now 12-16 in favor of Tyler as we get into the next category, which I should probably find out what it is. That's what it is. The next category is scores and soundtracks.
I feel like we're good on this one, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if we're going to bet on one, we can bet on this one and close it out right now.
Sure. How many?
Yeah, I would do 1 to 2, whichever one. It doesn't matter because he's got 4 and we got, 3 questions left, Tim, right?
This is the 3rd of 5, yes.
Yep. So 2, it's 4. I mean, technically we're down 4, so he could bet on the last 2 and tie us and go to sudden death still. So I'd say shoot for it if you're confident in it, but I think you are. So.
Okay.
I feel like I should probably go for it because if they're,
I don't think there's much of a choice. Might have to go. I'd just say go Pitt because at this point we need the points.
Yep.
All right, let's get bets starting with Robert
2.
and Tyler.
2.
Here's the question. Who composed the score for Iron Man 2? This is the second film in the Iron Man franchise, not to be confused with the Iron Giant or any other films with the words iron or man in them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Robert.
John Debney.
And Tyler.
John Debney.
Both are correct. That is the correct answer. So Tyler goes up to 18, Robert up to 14. It is a 4-point game. 2 questions remaining as we get into the 4th category, which is Worlds of DC.
How are you feeling? Well, how about we just do this? You don't have to bet on this one if you're not feeling super confident, because then the final question will come. He'll have to bet 2, and if we're feeling comfortable, we'll bet 2. If not, we'll go to our favorite home, and we'll all get a Wendy's gift card.
There you go.
Works for me.
I'd rather win it, but again, if you're not confident, you haven't done a rewatch in a little bit, I don't want you to risk it too much right now, because he could miss and we'd win right now. So,
Okay.
All right. Mullet.
Yep.
Good.
All right, let's get bet starting with Tyler.
0.
And Robert.
2.
All right, here's the question. In Batman v Superman, how does Superman kill the other captors next to Batman during Bruce's nightmare sequence? This is not to be confused with that other film that has a sequence like this that I don't know if you technically constituted as a film. More of like a pet project, maybe. I don't know. It was actually pretty good. It wasn't too bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Tyler, who bet 0.
So with this, like heat ray?
And Robert.
He kills them with laser vision.
That is correct. So Robert goes up to 16. It is now a 2-point game. 1 question remaining. And the category is YA dystopia.
That's you.
I think we can just end it. I think you know this stuff. How many repeats we got? 2?
Yeah.
I think you can pull it. You pulled it in round 1, right? And he missed it?
Barely. Yeah, barely. Got the Tony part.
I mean, if you want to go to sudden death, we can go to sudden death. But I think you can win it right now.
Okay.
Go gritty.
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 Yep.
We're good?
Yep.
All right, let's get that starting with Tyler.
1.
And Robert.
2.
Here's the question. At the end of Maze Runner: The Death Cure, the survivors honor those who had died by doing what? I wish I was dead. So, there's that. Because there's so many things doing today. It's just a rough time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I appreciate you, Boatman. We're going to go to Robert.
Writing their names on a rock.
And Tyler.
Carving their names onto a rock with a knife.
And your winner, Tyler Beutler. Yes, both answers were correct. So because Tyler bet 1, he goes up to 19. Robert with 18. An incredibly close match that came down to the wire. Wow, a great match to kick off round number 3 with. So let's start by talking to the unfortunate second place finisher, Robert. Really close game. Got a category in round 2 you weren't super happy about. But how are you feeling overall?
I'm usually actually not bad in Oscars. I was bad today, though. The first 2 that I got steals on multiple choice, I was between Dumbo and Bambi and picked the wrong one. I was between 5 and 7, and I picked the wrong one. Probably, if I would have just went to multiple choice in the next one, not try to shoot, would have been at least okay. I mean, I think getting that close and getting all those questions right in 3 after getting opponent's choice isn't too bad, you know?
Yeah.
I think if I would have got a category, not that, maybe, I think I would have been okay. No, like I said, I'm usually pretty good at Oscars. It's just for some reason those didn't compute for me. But yeah, I feel fine. You know, got to the third round. Can't be mad at that. Yeah.
Absolutely, a great record, 3-1 to start out your rookie season with is nothing to sneeze at, and you'll definitely be back later this season. Anthony, any words?
No, you played great. I mean, round two, those were tough Oscar questions. I mean, like you said, you were between the two. You went for it once or twice. There's only so much you can do, but you were right there in every other round. You came back in round three. And I'm just upset that they didn't want a $10 Wendy's gift card. Like, I don't know what's wrong with them. $10 is $10. You still have a chance to win sudden death. So that's on them. But, Robert, you played great. You obviously have your skills at Fandom, and you're only going to be better the next time you play. So people should start looking out for Robert.
Absolutely. Well, Robert, we'll see you back later this season. We'll move over to the winner today, Mr. Beutler. Didn't go to sudden death today. But you pulled out the victory there at the end. Very strategic betting round. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, we have nothing else pressing tonight, so we'll be able to take this post match for a while. This is a great match by Tyler. He played exactly how he wanted to. Again, Tyler's underrated in this league. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Hey, Robert and Anthony, join our petition. We're trying to get Fandom Oscars removed because, yeah, you're good at normal fandoms. You're not good at nominating films that never win. You know, no one cares about nominations overall. But, yeah, Tyler played a great game, got a strength. He got opponent's choice. It's always going to be that rough situation, but Tyler still had to bet when he had to bet to close out it because Robert's that good of a player. So we're excited to go into the next round. And, yay, who are we going to play?
You guys are playing the winner of the number 1 seed, Thomas Scully, versus the number 9 seed, Joe Fairley.
Oh, great. Cool. We just want to play Scully's skin so bad at this point. So, well, how Fandom always works is we'll probably play Thomas Scully because, you know, Thomas Scully has to go play Nick Tuig again for everybody's sake and just be miserable. So, yay, I'm excited for that. But, again, Tyler's playing in 2 tournaments right now. He's double dipping, so we'll go as long as we can in both of these. But, yeah, we'll be ready for either one when it comes.
Awesome. All right. Well, guys, because Tyler, I don't think you're going to say anything. So we'll see you very soon in the next round. That's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Anthony and Robert, Tyler and Cody, Boatman backstage when he said no, when I said I wanted to die. Thank you for that as well. So this has been a great match. We'll see you next time.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.